Hello, hello. Hey guys, how are you? Natalie Cutler Welsh here. Every time I go out, I grab like one of my many bags of oils and I just kind of swap out what I take depending on where I'm going. So today we're going to talk about sport, fitness, and recovery and specific essential oils that can help. There's actually a lot more than this, but I'm going to focus on these ones as the top ones that are going to be super awesome. So on the weekend, my daughter did a triathlon and it was like, okay, make sure we got the ice blue, for afterwards, the muscle rub, make sure we got this and that. So whether it's like an event or whether it's training or whether it's just even a weekend away or going for even when I walk the dog, I usually have a couple of oils in my bag just in case either me or someone else needs a little bit of TLC, right? A little bit of tender loving care or support. This box here is actually called the Active Sports Box, and it's a really popular one. A lot of people get started with this pack if sport and fitness and recovery is one of their top priorities. Otherwise, like sleep or seasonal change might be one of their top priorities. But of course, you can also get the oils separately. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through them. So number one, Ice Blue Rub. Basically, think of your muscle rub that you've probably smelt before. It's so everyone smells it and they go, it reminds me of liniment. It reminds me of soccer. When I was a kid. So the difference is this doesn't have petroleum in it or any nasties. So all the products are plant-based and natural. So you're going to get kind of the natural options, but super duper effective. So whether you've got sore shoulders or you've got like sore calf muscle or whatever's going on. I just came from my fitness class this morning and one of the girls was saying that her knee was sore. And I said, hey, next time, you can actually be proactive with the oils as well. You don't have to wait till you're sore. You can actually, I said to her, if you put copaiba oil or maybe also lemongrass oil, if it is kind of the bending, the joint knee of the knee that's hurting, that can be super helpful. Mix it with coconut oil, put it on the knee, layer it, like put on top the Ice Blue Rub. And often often what you guys know is that with knee pain, sometimes it's not necessarily the knee, it's that the quadricep is really, really tight. So I was saying to her, put some of the muscle rub on your quadricep, and you can even do that before the fitness class to kind of warm up the muscles. Or of course, you can do it retrospectively afterwards. So yeah, that's really cool. You only need the tiniest amount. It's got a little bit of a blue color. It's got a little bit of blue tansy oil in there. It's got a whole bottle of the ice blue oil in there. It's got wintergreen and a whole bunch of other oils that are going to be amazing for recovering from your fitness sessions, whatever capacity you do that in. So usually in my family, like you can see, this is Ruby's. So she's usually got one in her cheer bag. My husband's got one in his swimming bag, and then we've got another one floating around the house. So we actually have 3 bottles of this kind of open and on the go at all times. Comment if you've used this particular oil and how helpful was it for you. I know a lot of people also use it sometimes if they have really sore, fingers or like I said before, knees or anything. Growing pains, super helpful with kids if they've got growing pains. Then you only need, like I said, you only need a tiny amount and just spread it on. So I'm going to put that on my leg at the moment. That'll help. Okay. Lemongrass, which I mentioned before. So I often say to people, anything bendy, right? Whether it's your shoulders, your wrists, your elbows, anything, your knees, your ankles, anything like that. If you've got areas like that that are really feeling sore, then putting lemongrass on them can be amazing. And that's why it's in this pack. Because a lot of people think lemongrass, oh, isn't that for cleaning or cleansing negative energy? You can put it in the diffuser. And I'm like, yeah, it is good for that. And cleaning the bench and things like that, and putting in hot water as a cup of tea. But it's also good, like all of the oils have so many multiple uses. It's also good, like I said, for those bendy bits, if you've got sore here and there. So you want to mix it with the fractionated coconut oil to dilute it. And you just need like a drop of the lemongrass, a couple drizzles of the coconut oil, and then putting it on the area that's sore. And that's going to be amazing. So that's lemongrass. It smells incredible, like I said, as well. The next one is wintergreen. So wintergreen, interesting oil. It's one that I'm like, I don't use it that much because I go straight for the rub. But sometimes you just need that extra level of support and recovery support. So that's wintergreen. I'm going to read to you from the emotions book, the emotional benefits of wintergreen, because all the oils have like physical things that are awesome that they help you with in your physical body, but they also help with the emotional side of what's going on. And we all have tons of emotions going on at all times, but particularly in the world at the moment, lots of emotions going on. So wintergreen is the oil of surrender. It can assist strong willed individuals in letting go of the need to know and the need to be right. Well, that's timely. Okay, it takes great internal strength to surrender to a higher power. Wintergreen imbues the soul with its strength and teaches how to let go and be free of the negativity and the pain that one holds on to. Well, that's fascinating because often when I think of an oil for letting go and allowing and surrendering, I often think of cilantro or coriander because I know emotionally those oils are really good for that. But interesting about wintergreen. And the other thing we often say about the ice blue and the wintergreen oils is they help people to access, well, ice blue does, helps people to access their deep emotions that maybe they've been pushing down. So even though we're talking about sports and fitness, it's going to overlap with emotions, and these oils can be super helpful. So wintergreen reminds individuals that they do not have to do life on their own. There's a constant invitation to surrender one's burdens to a higher power. All that is required is to release and let go. Wintergreen teaches that one can turn their hardships over to that power greater than themselves, so they do not have to carry the burden of life alone. So positive properties include surrender, relying on divine grace, non-attachment, and feeling teachable and feeling strengthened. Very cool. It also suggests some companion oils: sandalwood, oregano, frankincense, and arbovitae. So there you go. You can use it in the diffuser, but I tend to, because it does smell very much like muscle rub, I tend to use it more topically on the body with the coconut oil, for kind of muscles, but I knowing that it has the benefits of emotional support as well. So that's those three. The next one I'll mention, which I probably mentioned in a previous video because I mention it all the time, is the copaiba oil, which I often say is kind of like doTERRA's version of like a cannabis oil of sorts. So it smells really, really woody, and it's so great for many, many things. Everything from like if you're feeling really stressed and you just want to like chill out. So I call it the chill out oil. Or you need help to sleep. Like you want to be calm, you want to be relaxed, you want to chill out. But it also has lots of physical benefits. It helps with the skin to make you like look youthful and younger. So you can put it, this is what I do, a drop on my hand, then I add my moisturizer. So I'll put it on my face. But also really, really good if someone's, if you've got, let's say your back is really hurting or your legs are really hurting after fitness or sports or an injury, copaiba can be super helpful. This is the oil that we used a lot when my daughter had her concussion, when she had her head injury. I think it was a couple of years ago. And so that can be really, really helpful as well. Or if someone's got like sore, neck tension or head tension, you can use it topically here or put it behind the neck. So many different uses. There you go. So that's copaiba. I would say it's a must have, whether you do sports or not. I would be like, okay, this is one you definitely want to have in your cupboard of goodness, ready to go because it's so versatile. The next one is eucalyptus oil. So similar to an oil that we have, which is called Easy Air or Breathe, eucalyptus is one of the oils in that blend. So it does smell very much like, well, eucalyptus oil. It's going to help you with that breathing side of things, right? So often for sports, sometimes we'll feel like we're not breathing clearly. You can drop some in your hand, breathe it in. This is aromatic use. We're going to breathe it in, and that's just going to open things up and make things happen, and you'll be breathing easier, and that's going to help you perform better. So you might do that before you go for a run, or you might just do that or even put that in the diffuser if someone in your house is feeling a little bit blocked up, a little bit like they need to breathe better, and that's going to help them with that as well. Also, many emotional benefits with eucalyptus, which I can look up, or I'll comment below and put some information down. Comment if you've used any of these oils or if you've got questions. I'm also doing a giveaway. So if you want to, if you contribute, if you contribute by commenting, then you're going to go in the draw. And also, if you want to learn more, you can click the link and find out more below. I've got tons of videos on my YouTube channel. Or if you want to chat with me about the best order for you, the best oils to start with, or to add to your existing collection, then just send me a message and I'm happy to help. So the last oil in this little combo that I want to mention is called Motivate oil. So Motivate oil comes in two forms. It comes as a 5 ml, so just the little mini one. You can see it's a bit smaller. This is 15 ml. And that's so that you can use it two ways, right? You can put it, Motivate with coconut oil, breathe it in. That's aromatic. Also in the diffuser. That's also aromatic. And then we're going to use it topically, and that's usually rubbing it behind your neck. Now, Motivate is so great when you feel like, oh, I can't be bothered. I said I was going to meet my friend for a run, but I don't know if I can be bothered, or I've got Pilates and I'm not really feeling very motivated. So it can help you feel motivated, right? It smells a little bit like peppermint and orange kind of combination. It's got a beautiful blend of oils in that Motivate. And it's really known as the encouraging blend. So if you need a little bit of motivation to do fitness, or just to focus, like let's say you're doing a long drive, or you need to be focused for work at a meeting or a Zoom call that you're doing. So Motivate can be helpful then as well. All right, let's jump in. I said I was going to tell you about eucalyptus. So here we go. This is the emotions book. It's so helpful just to learn about the different emotional benefits of every oil. Eucalyptus. Here we go. Eucalyptus wellness. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll give you bits. The strong menthol-like aroma of eucalyptus demonstrates its powerful effect upon the physical and emotional bodies. Eucalyptus oil supports the soul who is constantly facing immune-compromising situations. They may be well for some time, only to return to attracting the common afflictions of the season. Eucalyptus teaches that individuals hold unresolved emotional pain in their heart center and specifically in their lungs. It invites individuals to respond to their apparent physical susceptibility by also addressing the underlying emotions behind their symptoms. Well, isn't that fascinating? Because more and more people are realizing the emotional connection between the way things present physically. So often, if someone has something physical going on, I will often inquire, hopefully in a tactful way, about the emotional side of things. And I think I'd really love to invite people to do that for themselves as well. If something is physically going on, especially if it's reoccurring in your body, it's really beneficial to go, well, what is the emotional meaning of this? And how can I actually get to the root of the problem instead of just kind of getting by and getting on and keep on going, right? So eucalyptus encourages individuals to take full responsibility for their own health. Well, there's never been a better time than now. I often say you are the CEO of your own health, your own wellness, your own business, your own relationships, whatever it might be. It bestows trust that one's needs and desires can be met, even if they allow themselves to be well. Eucalyptus teaches us how to claim wholeness and health. I love it. So if you're like, you know what, I am sick of being sick or whatever, I am ready to be healthy and well, or the most well, alert and well version of myself, well, this is a great oil, eucalyptus, to add to your collection. So there you go. Positive properties: ability to heal, whole, feeling liberated, feeling responsible, feeling encouraged. Companion oils: fennel, lime, patchouli, and spikenard. If you guys want to learn more, you can get these books. I do not sell them, but I can put a link below where you can get them from Green Mandarin or one of the other websites. Really, really helpful for learning. If you want to get the Active Sports box, contact me. I do believe the New Zealand price is about $207. That includes your wholesale account, which means everything's going to be wholesale prices after that, as well as you paying wholesale prices for these oils. Otherwise, you can buy them individually as well. All right, guys. Questions below. Make sure you check out my other videos. I did one about earning with doTERRA. I did one about Aroma Touch oils, which is an amazing pack as well. I did one about sleep and calm and all sorts of things. So check those out. Message me if you need a hand, and please do go ahead and be the CEO of your own life, in your own business, in your own job, or whatever you're doing, in your own role. Make sure that you are empowered. You've got the things you need, and then you can empower yourself and others as well. All right, guys. See you later.